Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. All right, you guys, you know what time it is. We're going back into the dressing room, and today we are focusing on the store Free People. I've had a couple of requests for Free People or Anthropologie or Urban Outfitters, and through Free People, I learned that they're all kind of the same, and well, not the same, but they're all related to each other. So we have a Free People in the mall that's down the street from me, and I thought I'd start here. But if you guys are interested, I'm totally down to do Anthropologie. There's a couple around me, and Urban Outfitters, which I don't know if I've been into many, but I don't know if I've ever actually bought anything from Urban Outfitters. So anyway, that being said, let's talk about Free People. Free People is an American retail company that sells women's clothing and accessories in a bohemian style. Like I said, Free People is part of Urban Outfitters Incorporated, which also includes stores like Anthropologie and Beholden, which I actually looked at when I was shopping for wedding dresses however many years ago. I ended up not buying anything from there, but cute wedding dresses. The first Free People store was opened in Philadelphia in the early 1970s, and that store was then converted into what became the original Urban Outfitters. As Urban Outfitters grew in popularity from there, the Free People line developed, sort of coincided its development as a direct private label for Urban Outfitters until it eventually opened its own boutique in New Jersey in 2002. Now, Free People sells in over 1,400 specialty stores worldwide, including department stores like Nordstrom's and Bloomingdale's, and they have 136 freestanding stores of their own throughout the United States and Canada. Like almost every store that I investigate, quote unquote, on this series, Free People is considered fast fashion, and you can find more information about their environmental impact and their labor practices in the links down below in the description. Personally, all I really know about Free People is that they're supposed to be extremely expensive, and I know that they also just kind of recently came out with a activewear line. I couldn't find exactly when that started, but I started hearing about it a couple of years ago. And truly, that's it. That's all I know about Free People. I don't wear a lot. I think the only thing I've ever worn from People is they have this little jumper onesie thing that I rent sometimes from my rental clothing subscription that I really like it a lot. But I think that's the only thing I've ever worn from Free People. Before we get to the store, as a reminder, here are my measurements. I am typically a size 12 or a 14, large or an extra large or medium. You know, these things are wild. There are no standard sizes. So typically I shop online and I use my measurements to determine what size I'm going to be. But in the store, I don't always have that option. So I usually start around a 12 or a 14 or an extra large. That being said, I am excited to basically go into the store completely blind and just see what we find. So without further ado, let's get going. Okay, upon walking in, my first impression of the store is it definitely had, even though it was in the mall, it had this feeling of an indie little boutique store as opposed to a large scale retail store that it actually is. They have nice cloth hangers and the very whimsical store layout. They also only had 4 to 5 pieces of each item out on the floor, which kind of lent itself to that more boutique feeling. It also meant that I had to go on my ever typical hunt for sizes because there just weren't a lot of larger sizes out on the floor. Most things were available, and there was always extra smalls, always smalls and mediums, but finding larges and extra larges, I did it, but it wasn't the easiest thing to do. I always try and get a little bit of everything and sort of hit the high points of the store when I decide what I'm going to try on, but it was really hard to just encapsulate the feeling of the store because truly every piece felt so unique from something else that I felt I was having a hard time getting a good grasp on what the store is in just 8 to 10 pieces, which is what I normally do. I would have loved to try on the whole store, honestly, because literally everything was so unique, but I did my best. Try to get a little denim, a little bit of the styles that I felt they were kind of trying to push towards the front, a couple pieces from their Free People movement line. I did my best, but it was interesting. I haven't really felt that overwhelmed with the variety of style in a store in a while. That being said, those were my first impressions, so let's see what I ended up trying on. The first outfit I tried on was this button-up top and these jorts. The button-up embroidered top was in a size small. It was $198 fucking dollars, and it was 93% cotton and 7% linen. Holy fucking expensive. Okay, we'll talk about it in a second. I tried these on with the jorts in a size 31. They were $78 and made up of 100% cotton. Okay, let's talk about how fucking expensive this top was. Almost $200, basically $200. It'll be over $200 with tax. I knew that Free People was going to be expensive. That was one of the few things I knew about it going in. But this shirt was actually the first thing I picked up. It was right at the front. I thought it was cute. and I almost fainted when I looked at the price tag. Now, obviously you can see that it's been embroidered, and it definitely had a nice sturdy feeling in this natural fabric blend that I appreciated. But I had a feeling that I was going to be balking at a lot of high price points from this point forward. The shirt looked oversized when I held it up on the hanger, so I picked up a small, even though I would typically be a medium. And even the small was still pretty big. So it's obviously an oversized piece, but it also kind of ran big on its own. I really appreciated the attention to detail with the trim and the embroidery, but I don't like a boxy structured fit personally. And the price still had me reeling so hard that there's just no world I would ever purchase this. I tried this on with these pair of jorts, and okay. This is the second video now where I'm trying on jorts, so I guess I have to say that they are in style. Not my personal style, but I'm starting to not hate them either. I'm such an easily influenceable person. If you tell me something is in fashion, I will eventually get used to it. It's pathetic. These jorts were a nice medium weight denim, and I was happy that the 31 fit me because it was the largest size that I could find in bottoms that were sized in inches. Normally I feel like I'd be a 32, but the 31 ended up fitting me just fine. They passed the sit test, and I really can't complain too much about these shorts other than, jorts aren't my thing. But that's a me thing. Okay, the next piece I tried on was this brown and pink dress in a size large. It was $148 and it was made up of a cotton nylon elastane blend. This dress was fine. The nylon and elastane made it stretchy, so the large fit me really well, but I definitely wish I could have sized up to an XL. I saw literally 0 items of clothing in the size extra large in this entire store. Most of the clothes in the store were actually sized like the small, medium, large, like alpha scale, not numeric scale. And I ended up just having to pick up a lot of larges, even though normally my inclination would be to get an XL because, like I said, the XLs just didn't exist. So, right away, there's literally no size inclusivity in the store. Although I will say a lot of things ran bigger than I would anticipate. So I don't know, maybe they're just like kind of banking on that, but they should still have larger sizes available. When it comes to this actual dress, I really liked the details on it. The fabric was super fun. The straps were really flirty and cute, and I always love a cute lace-up back. But I wasn't super comfortable in it because it was so form-fitting, and I just really found myself wishing that I could size up. That's why I think I'm so focused on the size for this piece. Okay, the next 2 items that I tried on together were these denim overalls in a size large. They were $148 and made up of a cotton lyocell blend. And I tried them on with this gray long sleeve in a size medium, which was $48 and made up of 100% cotton. So let's start with the overalls. I've really been loving overalls lately, and this pair had so many fun little details. The funky front pocket design, the whimsical balloon pant silhouette, and the fun stitching in the legs. They also fit me fine, but I personally prefer overalls a little more oversized. So once again, I found myself wishing that they had an XL available. The denim was really soft and flexible, but still felt durable. They felt really sturdy, but overall, get it? Overalls. Anyway, I just didn't vibe with them the way that I was hoping that I might when I saw them on the hanger. Okay, let's talk about this long sleeve. I really love this shirt and I really considered getting it, but I didn't want to make any, rash purchases, just because I was filming this video. So I didn't, but I have been thinking about it a lot and I might go back for it. Even though it is just a simple long sleeve, I really love the drop shoulder design and the seam up the back. At its heart, this shirt is a basic, and that is absolutely why I loved it so much. But I appreciate that it's made of 100% cotton. And like I said, I loved the look on me, the slouchy kind of bohemian vibe that I think Free People is going for. Okay, next I tried on another pair of overalls, but these were shortalls and they were like a totally different style, so it felt different. They had a lot of different overalls, so I gravitated towards them because it's been my vibe lately. I tried on these denim shortalls in a size large. They were $78 and made up of 100% denim. I tried these shortalls or whatever with the Free People movement crop top in a size M/L, medium/large, which was $48 and made of a modal polyamide elastane blend. Once again, let's start with the overalls. I absolutely adored them. The denim was extremely lightweight, like very, very, very flexible, lightweight, not starchy, not sturdy at all, but it still felt like high quality, and very, very soft, which I liked. I loved the design with this tie at the back hooking through the front and making up the straps. I really loved the cute way the pockets were sewed into the front. I personally felt very cute in these and I really liked them a lot. And I also felt like there was a lot of intention put into the design of them. And so, I don't know, I kind of danced around in the dressing room in these a lot, deciding if I wanted to buy these too. But again, I try not to make these rash purchases while I'm in these videos. But the more I was looking at footage of myself after the fact, I was like, fuck, should I have just bought those? I don't know. This and the gray top were like the two pieces that I really liked the most. Okay, let's talk about this crop top because this is the first piece that I picked up that was part of the Free People Movement activewear line. It's not really a sports bra. It's just like a really stretchy crop top. I guess you could work out in it, but it didn't feel super supportive like for a workout. There wasn't a built-in bra or anything that I can remember. I'm trying to think, but I don't think so. The top was comfy and cute, but the seam on the chest made it so that my boobs didn't even really fit in properly to where it seemed like they should be. This was the largest size they had. And I do not have a large chest. And even more so since I gave birth, like my boobs are deflated and they're really small. And so if this is the largest size and someone with such a small chest like myself my chest didn't fit properly in it, you could never wear this if you had bigger boobs. It would not fit you right. I mean, that's probably my number one gripe with it because other than that, it was totally fine. It felt great, stretchy, comfortable, flexible, enjoyable, and I liked it in the way that I like almost everything that's like pretty basic and generally cute. So take that how you will. Okay, the last outfit I tried on was this Free People Movement jogger and crop top set in a size large, and the whole set together was $98. And they were both made out of 95% cotton and 5% elastane. These two pieces, the top and the joggers, were together on the hanger, and I actually asked an employee if it was possible for me to try on like a medium top and a large bottom, but she said that they were sold together as a set and like she couldn't separate them or sell them separately. I had to get it, and I loathe when stores do this. I'm a pear-shaped person. I am smaller on the top and larger on the bottom, and I am two totally different sizes. So I was nervous, but you always got to go with the bigger size. So I grabbed the size large, and the fit ended up actually being fine. I probably wouldn't have even sized down in the top. So I don't know, I don't know why they would do it like that. I don't know. Definitely not made for big-chested women, I can tell you, this top. Just like their other ones. So maybe that's like a hallmark of the movement line. Is that like, I don't know. I can only tell you my experience. The large ended up being okay, but I still don't like when they don't let me separate them. That being said, when it came to these specific items of clothing, they were very comfy and breathable. There really wasn't too much to write home about the pants. I liked the elastic waistband. It was very sturdy and it felt very secure. The pockets were super soft and deep, and the design of the top was interesting and fun. I liked the crisscross pattern and the design of the sleeves. I actually ended up liking this whole set a lot more than I originally thought I would. It would be a nice like lounge around set. If that's something you're looking for. I have so many fucking sweatpants. I don't need any more, but it was cute. I think the color I picked out isn't really like a good color for me, but I don't know. The other colors I think they had were like baby pink and baby blue, and I just wasn't vibing with either of those either. So take that how you will, but the actual clothing items themselves were very nice, and I don't have too many complaints. Overall, Free People was an interesting experience. I mean, my two biggest takeaways are that it's way fucking overpriced and not size inclusive. The size thing is a weird bummer. I mean, I ended up fitting into a lot more things that were size large than I thought I would, but I think it's because a lot of their pieces are designed to be slightly oversized and they fit me well when they maybe should have fit me oversized. I ended up looking online because I was curious, and from what I could find on their website, they do sell up to extra large in a lot of items online, and they sell up to a size 33 online. So still not size inclusive, only straight sizes, but at least there are more options. I don't know why they wouldn't put them in the store. Seems stupid, but what are you gonna do? Their clothes were definitely very fun. And I could tell that each piece, like there was a lot of thought put into the design of each piece. They weren't just like off the rack basics, and they weren't just like copying, the micro trends of today. It felt very unique to the style of the store, and each piece felt very intentional. I pretty much liked every individual item that I tried, and I had a range of things. I think maybe the dress was my least favorite, but that's maybe just like a personal, comfort thing. I don't know. I don't really see myself going back too often, mostly due to the price, but I have still been thinking about that long sleeve top and those little shortalls a lot. I don't need them, but I have been thinking about them. And I guess overall I would say it was like an okay experience. A B- experience. And that's all I have to say about Free People. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I love you oh so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.